Hi, Caleb from Brownells here, and in today's product spotlight, I want to talk about the Brownells BRN-180 in 350 Legend. Alright, so if you're not familiar with what the BRN-180 is, I'll just run through that real quick and then we'll jump into why this version is so cool. Alright, so the BRN-180 is a piston-driven AR upper that is inspired by the original AR-180 design. And it's a short stroke piston. The recoil system is completely contained in the upper, and there is a charging handle on the side. And because the recoil system is completely contained in the upper, you don't need a traditional AR stock. You can put any type of 1913, or you can use a traditional AR stock, but you have a lot more options as well. And you can shoot it with the stock folded if, for whatever reason, that's something you wanted to do. All right, so this is, I would say technically it's a Gen 2.5 BRN-180. Because there are a few upgrades on this one that we very well may see in the Gen 3s. So this one being 350 Legend, let's just take a look at some of the specifics to that. So with the 350 Legend cartridge, if you're not familiar, the bolt face is exactly the same as the 223. That's what the 350 Legend was designed around. However, it fires a larger projectile that points .355 or .357, depending on what ammunition you're shooting through it, or what specific cartridge I should say. And with that, you're going to need a different muzzle device, obviously, because of that larger bullet diameter. Now, the 350 Legend BRN-180 is threaded 1/2x28. Look at me right now, okay? Don't try to put your standard AR-15 muzzle device on there, because the opening is not big enough. This is a VG6 Precision Gamma that is made for 9mm, so your pistol caliber carbines. Those work just fine with 350 Legend. This one works really well, actually. It is optimized to be used with a suppressor, so you have two settings on your gas system, 1 and 2, so suppressed and unsuppressed. And the thing that makes me say it's a generation like 2.5 is because instead of the standard steel insert cam pin that goes in here, or cam pin path I should say, this has a full length steel guide on the inside, which is awesome. So that's a big improvement over the Gen 2, the standard Gen 2 I should say. And yeah, other than that, everything is pretty much standard BRN-180. So you have your ejection mold cover there, standard charging handle. Alright, so the 350 Legend cartridge does use a specific magazine. And really the only thing that changed with the 350 Legend magazines is that the stamp on the magazine here in this front portion doesn't go all the way in where the shoulder of a 223 or 556 cartridge would be. That's really the only difference. And the ammunition we were shooting through this today, we were shooting these Hornadies, and this is the 165 grain FTX. And I have actually taken whitetail with this particular cartridge in the past, and it works extremely well. And I look forward to doing it again. So if you're looking for a good hunting ammunition for your 350 Legend, Hornady is definitely a good choice there. Alright, and with all that being said, I'm sure we'll get some questions about the lower receiver I'm using here. This is the American Defense Manufacturing UIC 180. This is a lower receiver that they specifically designed for the BRN-180. So full ambidextrous controls on it. You have a integral machine 1913 pick rail on the back, so this is only for the BRN-180. You can't use this on your standard AR-15, but it is a awesome upgraded option for your BRN-180. Alright, so if you have any questions or comments, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Leave your comments down below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on the website, feel free to give us a call on the tech line. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.